Europe had already undergone social metamorphosis. You must remember that process in biology of insects, how the same organism can start off as an egg, it becomes a caterpillar, it becomes a pupa, it becomes a mature butterfly. It is called metamorphosis. Society also metamorphoses. And part of the African problem is that the society has not metamorphosed for the last 600 years. You find a peasant producing another peasant. That's where the problem is. A peasant today is producing another peasant. So the peasants are perpetuating themselves. If you go to Europe today and you ask them to get you a peasant, they will not get him a peasant. They don't have them. Peasants in Europe have expired. They are only here with you people. You are the ones conserving peasants. So there is an African project for peasant conservation. NRM is saying you must undergo socio-economic transformation. Africa must become a middle-class society and a skilled working-class society. This is the third principle of the NRM. The fourth one is democracy. So, these are the principles we pushed. When we were students, our line, our group, because we were not united. Some of the students were saying you were wrong. But history has proved us correct. So when we came, first of all, because of those principles, we were able to build a national political force, the NRM. If you go to Somalia, part of the problem of Somalia is that they cannot build a national army. Why? Because they believe in clans, in sectarianism. If you believe in sectarianism, how will you develop an army that will defend the whole country? So this idea of what we call principles, which in fact means ideology, is very decisive. If you have got a wrong ideology, you will get wrong results. Now, because of that, we were able to build a strong political force and also a strong army, the National Resistance Army. And that's why Uganda has been peaceful all these years, because of that capacity. Now, you can look at Africa. How many failed states do we have now? You can count them. Problems in Mali, in Burkina Faso. I don't know the situation in Chad, how it is, in Central African Republic, in Congo here, in Somalia, in so many places you can talk about, where they have got to call the UN to come and guard people. Why should you be guarded by UN? Why? Why can't you guard yourselves? So therefore, when we came from the bush, we linked up with our colleagues who had stayed in the town here. They were there, so they knew us. The Odokis, you are people, but the ones who are older than you. The Odokis, the Ogolas, many of them. There was a girl called Okero. Okay, the tall girl from Lango, I don't know where she must be alive, but retired. Okay, those were girls who were with us. They were in your system. So, I think we have not had a detailed discussion. That's why I really now want to come and be part of the retreat, not just come pass by, because it seems we do not harmonize very well. We talk, I come and give a speech, go away. Nobody says you are wrong here, Mr. Museveni. So I think there is some gap here. I want my constituency, which is the revolutionary wing of the student movement of the 1960s, which mobilized the peasantry to harmonize with you, so that we really speak the same language. We talk, but we don't harmonize very closely. The other, for us, we have moved. We have revived the economy. You can look at the economy. If I had time, I would give you what is happening, which you know. Like what the CJ is saying, the judge you have put in Moroto will now be able to travel on a tarmac road all the way from here to Moroto. That was not the case in the past. The one of West Nile, we have moved. But we need to agree on the issue of prioritization, because that is also another issue. Because what if you don't have enough money yet to do all this or that or that? What do you do? Because this is the problem of these other countries, the ones which are guarded by the UN, which I consider an insult, to be guarded by the UN as if we are imbeciles. I can't be guarded by the UN. UN will never come here in Uganda to guard us. It's an insult. We can defend ourselves. Money or no money. And we have proved it. If you want to challenge me that you, Museveni, you are just talking, I can tell you that I've been leading an army for the last 50 years. From 1971, I've been leading armies. Most of the time without money. When you say for Rasa, it was an army, it could kill you, in case you are not sure. But we had no money. But we had an army. NRA, this UPDF, you see them, they have no houses. They have not been having houses. They have been staying in these grass huts, what they call Mama Ingia Pori. So, I have been leading an army for the last 50 years, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 10, 50. Most of the time, either without money or with very little money. So, what happened? What do we do? I think we need time. I met CJ the other day, and we agreed that we should have an inter-branch meeting. The speaker, the CJ, myself, and the other people, Prime Minister and the Vice President, so that we see how much money do we have now and what do we do. Because we have got all these, and I gave him the example of the human body. The human body, this is Mr. Museveni. Museveni, you must have heard of him. All the parts of the body are his. The brain, the head, the arms, the legs are his parts. They all need blood. But what if the blood is not enough? What do we do? What do we do? I think when we meet, I will ask the cardiologists, the doctors, to tell us when a patient is declared dead, when a person is declared, when does somebody die? You can lose a leg, but you don't die. You remain there. You can lose an arm, you remain there. An eye, but there's a time when you die, and you say, this one is dead now. So when is that? Is it when the heart stops? Is it when the brain stops? What kills a person when a person dies? I've not sorted it out. So the same with the state. Here you have the state now, and you have got this scarce blood. Now, what do we do? What do we do? The question to answer number one is that omwavu tagenda kubeera na, what do you call justice in Uganda? Obwenkanya, huh? Obwenkanya? Do we have some Baganda here? Is it Obwenkanya? Obwenkanya. So, should we say that a country without money will have no justice? Is that really what you are saying? That a country without enough money shall have no justice? Me, my answer is, when we were in the bush, controlling the Royal Triangle, we were having very serious justice without money. So again, I have a proof of that. In Ruera, I was the Chief Justice. I was both Chief Justice and President. I was combining both. We had justice, but no money. Just like I cannot agree, that one I cannot agree, for sure, because I know it. And I've told all these people that it's not acceptable to say that a country cannot defend itself because they have no money. We shall defend ourselves, money or no money. What we need is some food, ammunition, the gun. Clothes are optional. If they are there, we put them on. If not, we So really, I need time to come and really be part of the meeting, not just come and, what do we call passing by people in our Luo language? How do we say it? Not CJ. Let's get a Luo speaker who can help CJ. The Luo people who can help you on the microphone. When you pass by people, Mbaiseko we see. Do we have a Luo other than the CJ? Huh? Or they don't know the language? Neyo. Huh? Let's get somebody. Who can tell us when you say passing by? Come to the microphone. Come.
Your Excellency, it is Kakarakara.
Huh?
Kakarakara.